Okay, what's going on, guys? True Corner here. Today I'm filming a video, tips, tricks, review, kind of like a part 2 to my last video on my mini Orion drone. Thank you guys for all the support on that video. It's doing amazing right now. I think we have 188 views almost, so that's almost awesome. That's definitely my most viewed video on my channel. So today I wanted to explain a little bit on my drone, and I had a flaw with my old mini Orion, so I returned it. So I'm going to do my best to do another review on the controller to make it a little bit more in depth on some of the controls. I'll do my best to try to show it because I did have to return it. I don't know if it was the drone's fault. That's how every drone has it. I did see a comment saying that I could have recalibrated it or whatever like that. I just didn't get to doing that. I returned it, and by the time I saw that you can recalibrate the drone gyro on it to see where it's sensing, it was too late. So that kind of sucks for me, but it's not a big deal. I'm going to begin my replacement soon, so I'll be making more videos on it, hopefully. Or I don't know if I'll buy it. I think I'll just maybe save up and get the Phantom 3 that I'm trying to get. So today I'm going to be trying to do my best, explain what the controller is on the Mini Orion. Speed. You have 3 buttons. Let me grab this. Okay, so speed. You have, when you first set up your drone, it's automatically on speed 1. When you have it on speed 1, what your drone's going to do is it will fly. It's at the angle, it's altitude. Say it's at a mid-hover. Let's do this. Say you're at a mid-hover, right? When your drone's sitting here hovering, when you go forward using the right joystick, tilting it, the drone in whatever way you're tilting it at, backwards, forward. When you have speed's more controlling the tilt. When you're on speed 1, say you're tilting like this. Press the button again, you'll notice your drone tilts more, and then speed 3, it's going to tilt more. It's going to tilt to where it can tilt as much as it can without the drone like crashing down, going straight down. There's 3 options, and every time you press the speed button, you'll hear a beep on what mode it is. Press it once. Press it once, you'll hear 2 beeps. You're on mode 2 or gear 2, and then when you press it again, you'll be on gear 3. You're pressing it once each time. You're not pressing it like 3 times each time. So don't forget that. Flip. I don't understand really why the flip didn't work on my drone. I did it once and it for some reason never did it again. So what you're doing is when you have the right joystick, this one right here, you're going to go forward in a direction, front, back, tilt, left, whatever way you're going with that control. And then what you're going to do is you're going to press the flip button as you're going forward, and your drone will flip in the direction your controller's facing or the joystick's facing. If you're facing forward, your drone will do a front flip. If you're facing backwards, your drone will do a back flip. So that's how the joystick and the flip works. Moving on lower, we have return assist. So return assist on my drone didn't work. That's another reason why I had to return it. But what return assist does is it will, you press return assist, and because the Mini Orion drone doesn't have a GPS on it, it's going to use the controller. It's going to use the controller's, what would you call it? Radio waves, or however it's connecting to it, to sense how close or far away it is, and it's going to go to where it's getting controlled by. So when you press that button, it will fly back to the controller, and it should land in 3 feet around you if it goes to plan. But when there's wind and there's no GPS, your drone can drift off somewhere. It fluctuates because you don't have a GPS on it, but it still does work. And I've heard most drones work with their return to home. Mine broke pretty early, so I didn't get to try a lot of features, but I do know this one works. On the next one, you have lights. If you watch my old video, you see that the lights on the bottom 4 corners, you press the button, lights turn on, press them off. Lights don't work too well on this drone because when it's either dead, when the drone's running low on battery, the lights will blink, and when the lights are blinking, you can't turn them off. And when the lights are off and they start blinking, they'll turn on. So it can kind of fluctuate on what your drone's doing. If you have a full battery, your drone's going to die pretty quick because it's carrying a pretty heavy battery, and depending on the way you're flying it, racing or something, your drone can die pretty quick on your drone. So the lights I didn't really find too useful to mess with. Autopilot is what's going to allow your drone to take off. If you watch my full review, you'll hear how that works a little bit more. Place your drone on a flat surface, and then I think it's recommended to turn your controller on and then turn your drone on. That's one way I figured out how to do it. And then I heard if your drone is flipping when you're taking off, sometimes your drone will need to get recalibrated. There is a way to work that. You can read it in the comments in one of my videos. I think it's the review, or it's the one it's the review on my mini Orion. In the comments in that video, the guy explained how to recalibrate your drone just using the joysticks. You press it down to the left for 5 seconds and your drone gets recalibrated. So if you're ever having that issue, which I was, that's how you can fix it. It's just kind of stupid that people that make this drone aren't really good at their quality customer service, because I called them multiple times and they never answered back, so I just returned it. Easy mode. I got a comment in one of these videos. I'll give you a shout out one sec at the end of the video. Easy mode is going to allow remember how I was saying the tip of the drone? Oh, and by the way, return assist, when you use speed, depending on what gear you're on, is going to fluctuate how fast your drone returns back to you. Okay, back to easy mode. Easy mode's going to, when you're in first gear, when you first start your drone, right? You're in first gear. You just started your drone. You're about ready to go take off. You just press autopilot so you can get it off. How this is going to work is your drone's going to be sitting there hovering on the ground, or say you already have it a couple feet in the air. Easy mode's going to allow your drone to tip even less. So when you're in gear 1, that's as least as you can get. But easy mode's for someone that doesn't know how to fly quadcopter very well, and say you're still learning, or this is maybe your first one. Easy mode's going to allow you to tilt even less than gear 1. So it's going to take it half gear 1. So when you're tilting in gear 1, you'd usually be gear 1 you're usually like this, but in easy mode you're like this. So everything's going to be super slow, which is going to be good for a beginner because you're going to have a lot more control on how to learn, because this isn't like a regular RC helicopter. It's much different. Photo and video. These are pretty simple. When you have your drone paired with your LCD on the top of it, you would press the photo button, and then the video, take a video, whatever. That's pretty much all that is. Okay, so I got a couple comments wondering if I can do some other stuff in my video. And let's look at these. So one of them was if they could show a camera comparison with some of my other drones that I have. I will be doing that. This right here is the X5SW. I don't have it with me. It's I don't want to go grab it. So that's my drone. That is by far I'm going to be posting a review 2 days from now, maybe tomorrow, on this drone. This is my favorite drone ever made. I think this is the cheapest, most affordable, and best drone you can buy for the price. It goes for around $100 US, and this thing's freaking amazing. It's super durable. Camera's not too bad. It goes about 20 miles an hour. It's awesome. If you haven't bought this drone and you're looking to buy a new drone, this is the drone I would recommend totally getting if you're not planning to do film work. Because this is the camera it uses. This is the camera it uses. This is just a simple 5 megapixel camera that is detachable from the drone. Nothing too much. This is one of the cheapest cameras you can get on a drone. It's not really made for filmmaking, because I noticed when you take this off, you have 4 minutes of extra battery life. So with this drone, you can take decent photos. They're not very bad. It's not what you would expect from a drone. You would definitely never use this drone for camera work. This is what you're getting with your drone. It's not It's not horrible, but it's not good. That's about at maybe I would say 60 feet. This drone in a wide field, you can go up to, I would say, about 200 to 300 feet without losing control sometimes. But if you're in a neighborhood, you'll probably not even get to 80 feet just because of all the Wi-Fi interference. That's what I noticed with my drone. But if I go to a park, I can get it pretty high. But when you get that high with such a light drone, this drone's pretty light, but it definitely has a lot of power still. Once you get that high, the winds start to blow it. So, but it does, because it is so light, it's very aerodynamic. So it does block the wind pretty good. So this is one of the photos from the field at a soccer game. Let's find another one. This is one close up. And if you're going to get, let me explain this real quick. If you're going to get camera quality and focus, the Mini Orion and the X5SW don't have focus. They automatically focus within a time frame when it, like, I would say every like second it's automatically focusing. Like it's always trying to focus on the picture. So that's how that works. But if you get a high-end drone, let's say the Phantom 3, you're always focusing. You can tap where you want to exposure and it'll focus there, but that's just not with some of these low-end drones. Not that they're bad, it's just that's how the drone works. They just have an automatic focus for it. So we'll go back to this picture. Go back to normal. Okay. See if it can focus. Why is you not focusing? There it goes, kinda. Oh, here it goes. Okay. Maybe if I put it farther back. Why is this not working? Oh, there it goes. See, it's it's sideways, but that's the photo. You can totally see it right there. That's what it's going to look like. It's automatically focusing. Yes, those are Yeezys. So that's kind of the ground level. Like that's me before I took it off. That's what the camera quality is going to look like on the ground when you're not too high and you have good connection. Let's find another one. And then that's the X5SW, and this is the X5SW. Keep in mind, this is a photo on a photo. I took this from the computer. I took a photo of it, and then I took a photo of it with my old iPhone. So you're looking at like 4 different photos on one, so it's going to look a lot better in person. But this is like pretty much a basic on what it's going to look like. So here's one of those photos of the X5SW, which is this camera right here. And then let's show... This is another photo from the Mini Orion. See where I can find one. Oh, I know where you can find one. If you look at the thumbnail for my review, which I can do right here. You see that thumbnail right there? That's the Elite Mini Orion camera drone right there. That's the camera quality for that drone that you're going to get when you buy it. This is what it's going to look like on the X5SW. And zoom out. So, you're getting a pretty different photo because that's X5SW. This is drones about $100, and they're both the same price, but this isn't more of a camera drone. The X5S Sima is more of a camera drone, so that's definitely, it depends what you're buying it for, in my opinion. Here's like, it definitely looks different. The contrast of the camera, it's a little bit more darker. It doesn't look as bright, but that's like another high photo. And then, I don't know if it's just me, I had some issues with my SD card when I got it. Here's some tropical with the Elite Mini Orion. So, it definitely looks pretty good. It's not bad. It has I think it's a 8 megapixel camera at 780p, so you're not doing too bad. What else was there to explain? Okay. Next question. I'm reading the comments on my video right now, so next question, what is the Mini Orion? That's easy mode, I already explained that. Yeah, I think I got all the comments that you guys were requesting on the video. hopefully that sums up a lot of the answers and questions. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment them in my videos. I'll definitely be answering them. And then until next time, peace out.